Welcome back everybody here to American Truck Simulator. My name is Master Ice 886. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Today we are back in the Kenworth W990 with our custom trailer there. And as you guys see, we did the custom skin here. We have about 1,000 miles on the truck. So we've been getting a little bit of use on it here, but we're going to be switching over to a new truck very soon here. So we're going to hop up into the cab because we got a run we got to do. And let's get track IR unpaused, and that should be pretty decent there.
Time to hit the road.
And we gotta get going quickly here. Gotta fill up the tanks. Oh, we're actually bled dry of the air tank, as you guys see there. Gotta wait for it to refill up. This will actually, I'll show you guys here that it won't let you go anywhere. So we're gonna let it fill up real quick, and we'll see you guys in just a sec. And just like that, several minutes later, we got just enough air in the tank so we can start moving. The one annoying thing about trucks is that with the using air tanks and air brakes, if you don't have air pressure, you don't go anywhere. So we're gonna be careful until we get really going. So we have a full tank. Yeah, that's good there. We'll get ourselves on the road there, trying not to grind gears today. We got a very simple load going out here today. We're actually going to be making our first run into Utah. And the road seems good for me. We're going up to the Whole Foods up here. And it was, I believe, empty pallets or empty boxes that we're going to be taking up to Utah. Get this going here. I'm going to try and move my seat up a little bit more. The one thing I noticed with this is that
get ready to turn left.
My seat will slide back as I'm driving.
Turn left.
Oh, it came in there way too quick. I think we stop here, I believe. I'm actually not 100% certain where we went past it. Okay. I was like, where was it for a second? There it is. We'll get the hazard run. We'll put the brakes on there and go to cargo market. Okay, so we're going to be taking used packaging, 38,000 pounds, up to Moab, I'm going to say it is, but don't quote me. Utah for a $7,000 supply income, and we're going to be taking it up to FedEx, which will be perfect. Hopefully we get the good parking. Now it's going to be on this side. Actually, I think I'm honestly not 100% certain where. You know what? It's probably going to make us back into this corner here. Come on. I think it's going to be one of those things where we're not even going to get spin around space back here. I think we're going to have to hit it from backing it in. Actually, yeah. Yes, I got to turn this entire thing around. And of course, as you guys know, it's on my favorite side. Because why not put it right in the bay when we can have it in the back parking lot? See if we can bring it forward this way. And we'll give it a hard right turn. Kind of get this to straighten out somewhat. Kind of get into a position where we can actually maneuver. And of course I kill the truck, as you guys know, because apparently that's the life that I have. I'm going to throw this on a time lapse here for you guys so you guys can see this backing up job. Because I'm sure it's going to take me multiple tries, and I'll see you guys once we get it done. Alright, so as you guys saw there, I kind of put it into third person there. There was no way I was going to be able to get it out of there without having any chance, because just that right corner mirror there, you just can't get any view sight of getting it out of there without really either stepping out of the cab to look at it, or in our case, we just did it that way. We got that taken care of. Now we can actually hit the road. Put some miles on the truck here. We'll slow this down.
Turn left.
And everything seems good there, so we'll get on the road. We're going to be on this road for a little while, I'm going to assume, unless we hit a highway somewhere. But we are going to be making our way up to Utah. We're in the top of Arizona, I believe. I think we're right outside Page, if I remember correctly. So we're just going to get going here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Not the best sounding Jake brake, but it'll do for what we need it to do. I am going to do a video one of these days where I'll show you my settings that I have for American Truck Simulator. And then if you guys want, I can also show you the different mods that I have in the game, because I have quite a bit running in there right now. But it looks like, well, yeah, we're going to be crossing into Utah right there, as you guys can see. Welcome to Utah, the Beehive State.
Go straight on.
Okay, so we're going straight on. Get it up there in 8th gear, and we should be able just to coast. We might have to Jake brake through a few of these areas, and we'll probably have to drop gears. But this game is looking absolutely fantastic. It wasn't that far of a run either. It was like 100 and some miles. It was going to take about an hour to do. And we are running a little bit low on fuel. We're going to probably stop and gas up soon. We're at about a quarter tank. It's going to be interesting to see how that holds up. We're going to use a little bit of trailer brake here. For this downhill descent, we don't want to make the same mistake as we did in our last video. You guys watch, I'll put a card up on the screen here. The last truck and drive that we did in American Truck Simulator, we actually wrecked. Got into a horrible crash. Oh man. Wasn't expecting that one. There we go. We sat there, we ended up going. It was a last minute blind curve, didn't see it. We ended up barreling right into it. Luckily we didn't flip the truck or damage any of the load, but we did damage our truck. And had to put the money into fixing that. But it's nice. It's a nice map as always. I said I like the SCS maps because when you're paying for the DLCs, you're really getting your money's worth out of them. But then of course you can sit there and get like the coast to coast map mod and really expand it. I think I'd like them to, instead of releasing one DLC being one map, I think like doing like little groupings of maps. You know, different states would be nice. That way we're not, you're releasing slowly here, and eventually we can get into hopefully a whole US map, which I think they might get to at some point. But there's so much that they can do for this game that it's so nice to have. And of course, I wish this truck had real nice sounds to it. Again, a line of cars out there behind us. That's the problem with trucks. Trucks take forever to slow up. They also slow down. They take forever to speed up. Absolutely beautiful map. Beautiful scenics as well. Nice red rock mountain. And Bluff, Utah. So we're coming up to there. And it is winter time here, so we're going to be bringing in the snow mod and the snow physics for the game, because I just enjoy having it. It just adds like a whole new realism to the game. Ooh. Got some log cabins.
Keep right.
I'm assuming that was there, maybe. Okay, so it's probably talking here. Or maybe not, I don't know. But I'm kind of hoping we either hit a highway or a section where we can pass, but it's actually quite nice because we're, experiencing the side scenic views of the map. And actually, I'm gonna get a thumbnail here because this actually looks like a perfect spot, and I'll see you guys in just a sec. Alright, so we got that thumbnail there, and we got the turnover 1,000 miles, so we finally put 1,000 miles on the truck. I think one of these days I'm going to show you guys the company here, because we've been expanding it, and there's actually one nice mod that I found that really worked wonders, was that it expanded the amount of money you can withdraw from the bank, because before I think it only capped you, I think maybe at $500,000 you're allowed to have, but this expanded the amount of loans you can have. And so with that, I was able to kind of push forward and get more trucks in the fleet, more trailers, more drivers, more garages, and it's really nice. One thing I wish they would come out with is, I think I mentioned it, is bigger garages. That would be nice to have. That way we can, enjoy more of the, more of the map. Because me personally, I would much rather have a large garage running everyone out of it than, a 5, truck garage in each city. And of course, these guys wanted to slow down here instead of taking it to the speed limit. We're not really in that much of a hurry trying to get there. It'd be nice to arrive early, but it's not something super major that we have to do. And okay, opened up finally to a lane. We're gonna lose speed here. Let me drop the gear. And oh, that's nice. So they sit there and make it a 2-lane, only to drop the lane up here at the top of the hill. That's nice. But I'm gonna see if I can get myself just ahead of him. I think we hold this gear out. Yes, we did. So now we can finally pick up a little bit more speed. A 45 mile per hour zone, Monticello. We're down at 30 mile per hour zone, so we'll slow this down.
Go straight on.
Ooh, yeah, we got a stop light here. Come on. As long as no one's behind me, we'll back that up. Went through a light just a little too much. That should be good there. Kind of figured we would have got the light. Usually that's how it is that the turning light there, and then it gives you the straightaway. Either that or I'm just thinking of where I'm from. Skip a few gears getting up here. Hopefully we don't have any more lights, and I don't want to get stuck behind that driver again. So we'll just get ahead a little bit there. Perfect. Back to a 45 mile per hour zone, which will jump up to 60. So we're actually able to coast now nicely. Being a little careful though, we're not going to cause an accident like before. I actually thought about bringing, for a little bit like an, kind of like Ice Road Truckers feel where they had that game in the TV show. I was kind of thinking about doing something similar to that, because there was the Extreme Truckers 2. They have a an Ice Road one that you can cover, so I was thinking about doing that, but the graphics just weren't on par with what we would want in today's. Ooh, we got a hole in the rock. It's actually nice to see there. Got a little trucker stop there, it looks like. And it's nice because it looks like we're on some kind of a freeway a little bit, and ooh, got a little wheel up there. You gotta be a little careful. I think it might be because I have the trailer stability like all the way down. That's why you kind of see, like, if you look out the window, you'll see the trailer shaking all over the place. Probably raise that just a hair.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And it looks like we are in Moab, Utah, right here.
Turn right.
Turn there, and it looks like FedEx is going to be up here on the left. Now I'm going to be on the right. Oh yeah, it's going to be on the right there. The big plant right there. Really? 50 mile per hour zone through here?
Get ready to turn right.
And ooh, it's going to be a gated entrance too.
Turn right. It's all over now.
And we'll see where they want us to put this. Figure out where that X is. There it is. Yeah, we're gonna be careful with that. Let me put the brakes engaged here. Where do they want this thing? It's gonna be back up here somewhere. Which, of course, is gonna be on the blind, which everyone knows I hate. Yeah, come on. I mean, second getting it right through here now. And oh, it's gonna be between two trailers, isn't it? Yeah, right there. Trying to think, I might have just enough space. I mean, this is a 53-foot trailer, so I'm trying to think if I have just enough space to kind of do a big U-ey in the middle of this yard. Let me see if I'm going to have to cut like right up on that. See if we can give it a hard turn. We might have to do one pivot just so we can clear. And of course I killed the truck. And might have to use trailer brakes to lock up and pivot this thing around. Or not. Just enough pivot space, not completely missing the trailers there, so it's gonna be beautiful. Beautiful backup work here. And give ourselves a few extra feet for backing this thing up. going right in between those two trailers. There it is. And give it a rip hard. Kind of try to straighten this thing out. Oh, that's almost perfect. Got that massive heat stack right there in the middle of my site, but there we go. A little to the right, and we should be good. Actually, I am kind of surprised at how well this went compared to how it usually goes for me. And we'll cut it now. Swing the front of the trailer in, and then it's just a matter of straightening it out. We'll take it right back into the dock door. I'm kind of hoping it's one of those where you can just back it straight in. Nope. No, it's not. It stops you right before it. There it is. But that is going to do it. Let me gauge the brakes there. We'll actually shut down the engine. We'll step outside of the truck. Yeah, let's take a look at that thing. Pretty nicely done. Not my best job here. I would have liked to do it on the blind, but spin it around, get it in there. But that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and as always, I'll see you next video.
So take your neighbor by the hand and join the dance parade before the clock strikes.